Which currency dominates the 21st century? Is it still the US dollar? Is it euro? Is it Bitcoin? Or something entirely different? In my opinion, it is attention. In our modern day lives, attention is basically the coin that everyone competes for. Every day we are confronted with thousands of signals, messages, and distractions. One can easily spend all day shopping for products, seeking entertainment, or reading the news, or I can just mindlessly react to whatever push notification comes to my phone. The siren songs are always present, and they are offering us a quick rush of instant gratification whenever we react to them. Whenever I read a push message on my phone, whenever I react to some social media post, whenever there's something coming in and I quickly react to it. Now, becoming aware of one's own distraction patterns is often harder than expected. For me personally, I have found that regular reflection can be useful. So I got used to writing down what I intend to do each day, and then after all, checking what I have actually done helps a lot. And this helps in becoming aware for me personally. And once aware, I can regain control of my intention and cultivating focus. Now, what is focus in my personal definition? Focus is the ability to concentrate on a single task for a prolonged period of time without getting distracted. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be perfectly focused all day. You can and certainly should have deliberate periods of relaxation to recharge your batteries. However, in my experience, many people are no longer able to stick with a task for more than a few minutes. Instead, they are easily distracted by their phones, by other people, or just by their own wandering thoughts. Now, how does all that relate to IT and software engineering? Well, lack of focus is a big disadvantage for knowledge workers like us software engineers. If you can't focus, you will struggle with a lot of typical things that engineers need to do. To give you a few examples, there is number one, learning new skills, languages, or tools. It will become really difficult when you can't focus for a prolonged period of time. Then there is understanding requirements and solving complex problems, which is a daily doing for us in software development. Then there's writing an article or documentation on a deeper topic. That is something completely different than just reacting to short chat messages. You really need to focus here, have a clear structure, pay attention to your wording, and make sure that the complete thing that you write makes actual sense for an outside reader. Then, of course, there's debugging. And usually as software developers, we are confronted with bug fixing. So you will experience issues with certain software projects. And step number one is usually to analyze what a certain error is. So how it happens, you need to reproduce the issue. And debugging is usually a process that requires a lot of focus to actually find the issue at hand and then fix it. Number 5 is reflecting on your day and planning new steps. So again, maybe you're not the type of person who reflects every day, but you need to do some kind of planning, at least for your work about your next steps, about your next task, and so on. That requires focus and concentration. And lastly, there is the important skill of actually listening to other people, having conversations on complex topics. Doesn't matter if it's your colleague, maybe it's your boss, maybe it's your partner, but you need to be able to actually listen on a deeper level and not just quickly exchange some small talk. Now, the bottom line is I have certainly had phases of higher distractions in my life, and whenever I became aware of this, I made some adjustments to my environment and to my work style to increase the chances of having a more productive and happier state. And I'm always interested in this topic. It's not just for software engineers, but relevant for many types of knowledge work. Therefore, how do you handle distractions and focus in your life? Do you have any specific recommendations or techniques for managing attention effectively? Please let me know in the comments.